about 2 more minutes. Let's get some pictures. I hope everybody can say Amtrak. Can you all scream Amtrak? All right. And then you're going to say all aboard Brattleboro. 1, 2, 3. All aboard Brattleboro. Awesome. We are so excited for you guys to be here. Just give us 1 more second.
Wow, what a beautiful day to be here. I'm Dave Hendera. I am Amtrak's Vice President of Accessibility Stations Facilities. I'm their Chief Accessibility Officer, and it's a pleasure to be here today. When I look at what we're standing on, what you're seeing today, and what the residents and the passengers will experience, it's exciting. I'm at a loss for words. This is perfect. This is exactly what we needed to do here in Brattleboro. Two years ago, I was up here. We were up on the park area behind us. We had our shovels in hand and we were breaking ground. And I said, well, we've got our shovels here, but we're going to come back, and we're going to come back with scissors. And we have. We brought a boatload of scissors to cut a ribbon and celebrate this opening. The station that's behind you, from 1915, it served Brattleboro well. But it's not built for today and going forward. The station that's behind me, platform I'm standing on, this is what represents Brattleboro. This represents truly what the passengers, our visitors to Brattleboro, and the residents of Brattleboro expect. Amtrak's invested $10 million in this project. And when you look at it, it's a lot of money. But truly, there's a lot of work that's been done to make this happen. It has its first level boarding platform in Vermont. Right here. 345 feet, 4 foot above. Makes it easy for every passenger, whether it's a passenger that has a disability, parents with strollers, travelers that are moving large luggage with them, easy on and off of the train. Easy up to the platform using our accessible ramps, accessible parking, LED lighting, a conditioned space to sit in as opposed to standing out on the asphalt waiting for the train. A restroom that's compliant. But most importantly, you do get some snow up here. Sometimes a little, sometimes a lot. There's an electric system in the platform to heat the platform, so it's a snow melt system, so when you come out to take the train, boarding or alighting, it's free and clear of snow. Best of all, supporting Brattleboro's rich artistic history. We're proud that there's a new exhibit that will be unveiled today. This reminds us that stations are not just infrastructure. It's not just a piece of concrete, brick, steel. There's more to it. This connects transit with the community and the historical fabric that is tied to Brattleboro. The project of this scale cannot happen seamlessly. There's a lot of people that work hard to build this project. It starts at the federal level, the state level, the local level. Starting at the federal level, Rusty's here, we'll hear from Rusty. Thank you for your leadership, your guidance, your support, the policy framework that supports Amtrak's mission in making our stations compliant. Governor Scott, we're honored that you're here today to celebrate this station and cut the ribbon here with us. And at the state level, your support behind Amtrak, behind our stations, and making stations compliant is a credit and a testament to you and your staff. Thank you so much for your support. While the U.S. Senators Sanders and Welch could not be here today, I know that they're here in person. I know Senator Welch was here when we broke ground, but we also have James and Eric who are here to represent them today, and they're carrying their vision and the Senator's vision in driving accessibility at Amtrak stations across the country. And I thank the Senators and their staff for their support in funding our accessibility programs. I'd like to give a shout out to State Senator Harrison. Thank you for your continued support and everything that you're doing for Brattleboro. Representative Burke. Your advocacy and support of everything that is being done in this community, we thank you so much. Cynthia, Alyssa, 4 years ago, we traded emails, and it's interesting to see over those 4 years how this project has evolved. But I can't thank you both enough for your contribution that will soon be unveiled for the public to see. But this ties the historic fabric of Brattleboro to transit. It's not just a train station. This is an experience, and this is a place where we want to be. VTrans, Joe Flynn, thank you so much for your support through this, the collaboration with your staff. We have now a safer, more accessible, and a resilient train station for passengers for decades to come. There's a lot of people here, but a program like this, the accessibility program, it takes an enormous team. And I'd like to highlight Lonnie Murray, who is here today with a number of members of his team driving accessibility across Amtrak. And for those that are with Amtrak, can you please raise your hand? You know, there's a lot of us out here. We've got our marketing team, our commercial team, our operations team, our leadership for train operations, our engineers are here. I mean, we've got a large contingent. That's how special this station is and how important this station is to Amtrak. I also want to take a special appreciation out to two former Amtrak employees who've retired, but have been here through the thick and thin of this. Jane Brophy, Bill Hollister, I know you're here. All that hard work that you did, this is the fruits of that labor, getting us to this point. Thank you. We have a number of individuals from the disability organizations that we meet with quarterly, and we probably do close to 15, 18 meetings with these organizations throughout the country, as well as in DC. And just talking about what we're doing from an accessibility standpoint. I know we have a number of individuals here. Peter Yonke from Center on Independent Living is here, and I know there's a couple other organizations that are here. But again, this is about making passenger travel accessible to everyone. project of this type doesn't build itself. You have to have a good contractor. You have to have excellent subcontractors. Enfield contractors, we have Dan Eastman here, and we have Peter Barafaldi, who is also here leading the project. But it's the local subcontractors that did this work. So while there's a general contractor, that money is coming right back to the local subcontractors, putting people to work in Vermont. I'd also like to thank Oscar Heller, the chair of the select board. I know Oscar's here, but this is a day to celebrate. You're going to hear a lot more from Oscar of what's happening today. So I'll pause there. But just Amtrak's evolved over the many years. And when you look at the number of stations we have 525 stations in the US. We have 386 stations we have to make compliant. This station is fully compliant. We have 207 stations compliant. And over the last 10 years, almost 10 years since Lonnie's been leading this team, that this program has ramped up significantly with 85 projects, 85 stations in construction throughout the US right now, focused on accessibility. Our goal is by 2029, 2030 to get the stations we have responsibility for fully compliant, looking like this. So I do want to thank Brattleboro for welcoming us back. And I think you've heard enough from me, but there's a lot of individuals up here that I'd like to welcome to the podium, and I'd like to start off with Governor Scott. Governor.
Well, good morning, everyone. What a beautiful day to celebrate this, and it's great to be here today to really recognize this milestone. So I want to thank, first of all, Amtrak for organizing this event. But like any transportation project, this station is a result of all of us, Amtrak, and in particular, I want to mention Bill Hollister again. Bill is out there. Bill retired, but has been so instrumental to all of us here in the state of Vermont, because we've accomplished a lot with Amtrak over the decades. But it also took VTrans, the town of Brattleboro, New England Central Railroad, legislators, our congressional delegation, as well as contractors. I'm a former contractor, so I want to make sure that they get some recognition as well for working together to get this job done. I've always believed that it's important to invest in infrastructure that can stand the test of time, and this project really shows what's possible when we do. This station, in particular, is noteworthy because it ranks amongst the highest ridership in the state. These common sense improvements and upgrades will give travelers a better experience, from better lighting to improve ADA accessibility, and relocating the parking lot so it's on the same side of the road as the station, which is amazing. Took a long time to do that. Each of these upgrades will make it more convenient for travelers with heavy luggage, families with strollers, or those with accessibility needs. My dad was a World War II vet who was a double amputee after his tank was hit, or he hit a landmine shortly after D-Day. So I grew up with a family member confined to a wheelchair and know firsthand how important ADA upgrades are, because back then, when I was a kid, there were no ADA requirements. And it's the way to make sure all of Vermonters and all travelers can get where they're going with as much independence as possible. I also think it's important to acknowledge the example this project sets, because it shows what's possible for government, from local to state to federal, to work together for the greater good. We've all seen how political polarization is increasing across the nation and in our communities, which should be a concern for all of us. But as I look over the crowd today, and look around today, I see hope. Because we're all here to celebrate this important milestone, regardless of politics. We can put that aside. So we've proven it's possible to set aside our differences and do what's right, and leave our communities in a better place than we found them, while better serving the Vermonters and visitors this station serves and deserves. So thank you again for having me here today, and thanks for all you do to make Vermont and this community the special place it is. So thank you.
Thank you, Governor. I'd like to invite Rusty Roberts from the FRA up.
Thank you, David. Thank you, everybody. Good afternoon. Happy to be here. Couldn't ask for better weather. Thank you for that. And I also wanted to say thank you for allowing me to come and see this beautiful station. It's just an amazing facility. When I got here, I said, well, how did you build this station around the existing station? He said, well, that was the station. And I didn't know. I said, wow, this is amazing. So there you go. There you go. So on behalf of Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy and our FRA Administrator David Fink, we're grateful that to be able to join this event, join with the governor and other legislative officials and from the state legislature and local officials. This is a momentous event, and I'm really pleased to be a part of it. The FRA has long provided technical assistance and other support for projects like this one. So we are committed to a strong and successful Amtrak and construction projects which reflect the kind of big and beautiful infrastructure this administration seeks to bring about. The newly constructed Brattleboro, Vermont station costs $10 million and greatly enhances the accessibility, safety, and overall passenger experience. This project is part of Amtrak's $2 billion American with Disabilities Act Stations program and was completed in collaboration with the town of Brattleboro and the Vermont Art Council and the state of Vermont. Passengers will benefit immensely from this state-of-the-art facility for many, many years to come. The successful completion of the Brattleboro Vermont Station project is a major milestone in Amtrak's effort to complete 88 stations by 2031. And this station is part of VTran's Vermonter Line Corridor Identification Development Program. FRA is supporting Amtrak on a nationwide improvement projects, much as we are with Washington Union Station and New York Penn Station, two of the busiest stations in the country. With those and numerous other investments in Amtrak critical infrastructure and equipment, we are ushering in a new golden age of passenger travel. Let me tell you, led by Amtrak, passenger rail is experiencing a bit of renaissance in America, in my view. If you look at rail ridership trends around the country, you can see what's happening. More people are riding trains. As a travel mode, it offers a desirable choice for many travelers versus our crowded highways. Last year, Amtrak achieved a total of 34.5 million passengers across all routes across the nation, with a record $2.7 billion in ticket revenue. The Northeast Corridor is equally remarkable, with 15 million passengers, an 8% increase over the previous year. So if you provide a product that is customer-oriented, a product that is frequent, comfortable, convenient, and clean, people will flock to it. And that's what this station represents. What Amtrak needs, actually, is more capacity. And we're delivering that with new train orders across the country. Along with these new cars and investments in stations like this, it adds to the mystique of rail travel. The state of Vermont and the community of Brattleboro are to be congratulated on this achievement, and I thank you again for including the FRA in this celebration. Thank you.
Thank you, Rusty. I'd like to invite Eric Schultz up, Outreach Representative for Senator Bernie Sanders.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. What a beautiful morning. I know the Senator would really like to be here in person, but I thank you for the opportunity to be here and offer a few remarks on his behalf. First, congratulations to Amtrak, to all Brattleboro. Congratulations on the opening of the station. It's really a big deal. Beautiful station. This is the first, I know it's going to be said many times today, but Vermont's first level boarding platform, new accessible waiting areas. Every traveler can now board a train in Brattleboro with dignity and with ease. Our economy, just as importantly, our people rely on well-functioning infrastructure. Without it, towns and cities can't attract businesses, people can't get to work, municipalities can't deliver safe drinking water. As a former mayor, Bernie understands these challenges, and he has long been committed to securing federal funding to make these kinds of necessary upgrades. This station was made possible in large part through federal funds that Vermont's delegation fought for, and I think this is exactly what this kind of investment is supposed to look like. Right here in a community that will use it and be proud of it. So this is an important milestone in expanding and improving rail in Vermont. Senator Sanders looks forward to continuing to support federal policies and funding to build on Amtrak's and Vermont Agency of Transportation's success in strengthening passenger rail right here in Vermont. So again, congratulations, Brattleboro. This is a big deal, a beautiful station, including the Words Trail installation opening today that honors this town's literary and cultural history, and that belongs to all of you. Thanks again, everyone. I'm really excited to be here. I can't wait to see the first train pulling into the station today.
Thank you, Eric. And just as a reminder, the train is coming in at 1 o'clock. I would like to welcome James McNerney, Outreach Representative for Senator Peter Welch.
Well, thank you, David. It is so wonderful to be here today, and just how incredible it is that we have such beautiful weather to complement this really beautiful building behind us here. As David mentioned earlier, Senator Welch was here 2 years ago to the day, I believe, for the groundbreaking ceremony, and was just so excited about the potential that the upgrade to this station would provide for the community. I know he is so disappointed that he couldn't be here today. He is stuck down in DC fighting the good fight to protect federal nutrition programs in the Senate Farm Bill. But he is no doubt not having nearly as much fun as we are up here. So in his absence, he did ask me to share the following letter with you all. Dear friends, thank you for inviting me to the grand opening of the brand new Brattleboro Amtrak station. I wish I could be with you in person to celebrate this long-awaited upgrade to the transportation infrastructure serving the community of Brattleboro. I was delighted to have participated in the groundbreaking ceremony 2 years ago, and I am deeply grateful to all the organizations and officials that worked diligently to complete this important project. I was proud to support the bipartisan infrastructure law, which secured funding for this new station, which makes meaningful accessibility and hospitality improvements for members of this community and its guests. This modernized station will indeed serve as a blueprint for other rural passenger rail infrastructure projects around the country. As residents of a rural state, we know that modernizing our infrastructure is vital for keeping our communities connected and our businesses competitive. Investments like the one we celebrate today ensure that Vermont remains a superior place to visit, work, and live. I will continue to prioritize and support federal investments in our state's transportation infrastructure to ensure that Vermonters and visitors alike have a rail service on which they can rely. Congratulations to Amtrak, the New England Central Railroad, all of the municipal, state, and federal partners on the completion of this project. Congratulations to the community of Brattleboro. I look forward to the opportunity to visit this beautiful and accessible new station soon. Sincerely, Peter Welch.
Thank you, James. I would like to invite State Senator Wendy Harrison up.
Thank you. This is a great day, a day to celebrate, a day to recognize our shared commitment to each other, to the environment, and the economy. And a day to look forward with optimism to a new heyday of accessible train travel in Vermont. The new station is amazing. Level boarding, heated walkways, and lighting so that we won't slip on the ice in the dark. seating for more than 30 passengers, and all of it designed for people of all abilities. I want to thank Amtrak for making this day possible. Passenger train service is better for the environment, better for our physical and mental health, and better for our wallets. Trains provide freedom to travel by reducing dependency on the automobile, supporting alternatives such as bicycles, walking, and buses. Transportation has always been fundamental to economic growth, and this station is no different. Both older and younger people, particularly, want to live in places with access to transit. Transit that connects housing, jobs, schools, and recreation reduces the cost of living for individuals and increases economic and social vitality for communities. So, what's next? Let's put this new station to good use. Let's be thoughtful about the entire passenger experience. This is crucial to increasing ridership. The Vermont Rail Plan includes extension of the Valley Flyer to White River Junction. If you're not familiar with this service, yeah, I know, we want it to come here. The flyer connects New Haven, Connecticut with Greenfield, Massachusetts, and the extension would mean 2 additional daily round trips for us. If Brattleboro, Bellows Falls, Claremont, New Hampshire, Windsor, and White River Junction had this service, we'd see more people moving to this area. The Vermont Rail Plan also includes reliable ground transportation so that riders can get to their ultimate destination. Signage on the interstate in Vermont as already exists in Massachusetts so that visitors will know that next time they can come by train, and very importantly, the resumption of service to Montreal. Yeah. But just because something is in the plan does not mean that it will be implemented. We need advocacy. And it makes sense for the 3 states in this corner to coordinate our efforts. We can't quite see Massachusetts from here, but it's just 7 miles to the south. New Hampshire is literally behind us. Train advocates from all 3 states are gathering this afternoon at 3:30 to talk about how we can collaborate to improve passenger train service. Please join us. Everyone is invited. Please join us for this discussion next door at 28 Vernon Street, which is over there, but do not walk on the tracks to get there. You need to go the safe way, and when you hit the Vernon Street, you make a left, but please do join us and have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. And I would like to invite Representative Molly Burke up.
Hope my paper doesn't blow away. Governor Scott, thank you for being here. And I also want to acknowledge Secretary of Transportation Joe Flynn and Rail Program Director Dan DeLabriere, who have been very supportive of this process and with whom I've worked for a number of years, and I appreciate the work that we've done together and them being here today. Also, Treasurer Pichak is here, from his hometown, and also I want to acknowledge my colleagues, of course, Senator Harrison and Representative Kornheiser is here. I don't know if anyone, any other representatives are here? Oh, Representative Sibilia is here. And who else? Oh, and John Eastis. All right. Sorry, I was over there, didn't see you. So all these people are a great Windham County delegation and all supportive of this project. So this is a very exciting day, as we know, and I'm so honored to be speaking at this event and proud that this station is located in the legislative district that I have represented for 18 years. Back in 2017, Amtrak officials, some of whom are here today, came to Brattleboro to discuss their plans to make our train station ADA compliant by building an accessible level boarding platform. We met at the town offices, and then we came down to the station to look at the situation. There was an electrical pole to be moved and other improvements that Amtrak would pay for. But the responsibility for fixing up the old basement waiting room over there would fall to the town. Then, in 2019, news came that it would be too expensive to make the necessary accommodations at the existing site, and Amtrak proposed building an entirely new station on the other side of the tracks. This was a miraculous development, and after many delays and complications, we're here today. I always hoped that the project would be completed while I was still your representative. Thank you. This is indeed an event to celebrate. This beautiful new station represents an investment in our town of Brattleboro and the state of Vermont. It's a building that represents our enthusiasm for rail transportation. It will encourage local people and out-of-state foreign visitors to travel by train. And we are so grateful to Amtrak for their vision and for their sincere interest in our town. I want to thank all the wonderful Amtrak personnel who've been so thoughtful, kind, and supportive during this process. First of all, Bill Hollister, who was at their first meeting, who's a retired senior manager of Governor Affairs Northeast, and whom I used to go visit in Albany when I was taking the train, and I would go look for him in his office. Senior manager of Governor Affairs. He's been a stalwart friend to Vermont for many years. I first met Bill in 2009 on a field trip our House Transportation Committee took to ride the Ethan Allen train from Albany to Rutland. Budget cuts were proposed for the Ethan Allen service, but the Rutland business community came out in force to oppose the measure. In the end, the service continued because of the economic benefit the train provided to Rutland, an economic benefit we in Brattleboro will receive from this new station. And Jane Brophy and Ellen Pennell and Margaret Clark have all been also very instrumental, coming to visit in Brattleboro a number of times. And I'm probably leaving other people out, and I apologize. All these officials have taken a personal interest in our town that is so gratifying. I also want to acknowledge my friend, the late former Representative Kurt McCormick, for his years-long advocacy for rail in Vermont. Kurt would always text me from the Vermonter when he passed through town. Some people look at rail and see the past, but we who are gathered here know that rail is an important part of our transportation future. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Representative Burke. I would like to invite the mural artist, Cynthia Parker-Helm.
I am so happy to be here. I love this town, and I love this project. I heard about it like 10 years ago because my partner Rolf was delving deep into the newspapers of the 1800s and finding treasures there. So when I was asked to make a map, my map. I said, sure, yeah, I'd love to. I know this is a cool project. This project obviously evolved into something bigger than that. And I've been working on it off and on for 6 years with Lissa Weinman. So that is one of the reasons I am so grateful to be here today. So I carved the murals out of ceramic to create the imagery at Natalie Blake Studios. Natalie Blake is here with us. So I use basically the landscape, the topography, the mountains, the rivers, to represent the place. And then the stories are represented by little dots on the surface. So like the land was here before any of us were here, and the stories are still being generated. They're being generated today, and we have a small smattering of them. Small meaning what, 200? 120 stories that have all been developed into sound audio tapes. What's the word? Audio stories. Anyways, they're stories, and they're amazing. I've been listening to them, and I encourage you to listen to them. And the point of having this mural is to encourage more people to know more about this place and the history of this place, including the past and presence of the Abenaki, whose names are, the names of the places and the rivers are carved into the mural. And I don't know what else I was gonna say. Have a story today. Tell a story to somebody else, and come see the mural after we unveil it.
Thank you, and I would like Lissa Weinman to come up. When are we going to unveil this? Okay, there we go.
Wow, it's so amazing to be here today. It represents the culmination of so many people's work. People, places, and the history of words in Brattleboro, Vermont, what we've come to know as Vermont's most storied small town. That was the name of a project sparked by a multi-year National Endowment for the Humanities grant. The NEH gave us the impetus to begin this work. And like everything else in life, there's no accident. We have a happy coincidence with this culmination of our project today and its transition into its new home at Brooks Memorial Library, with the unveiling of this permanent exhibit here at the new Amtrak station, just when we're celebrating the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States. Brattleboro and the Brattleboro Words Trail honors so many people who have shaped this town and our country with their leadership and ideals right here from this gateway to Vermont. People of the past like Jacob Esty, Lucy Terry Prince, Richard Morris Hunt, the designer of the pedestal of the Statue of Liberty, Clarina Howard Nichols, an abolitionist and feminist, many, many people of the past. You can listen to stories about them all, but also people of the present, our own local Nobel Peace Laureate, Jody Williams, our champion of a fair economy, Chuck Collins, historians like Benson Bobrick and Jill Lepore all live around here and see the value of this wonderful place. The NEH challenge was to create a humanities community. What does that mean? People working together on something we share, this place. The project engaged in a deep mapping of the area's cultural heritage to instill pride in residents and also attract visitors who are interested in this kind of cultural tourism. We harness the collective creativity of our community to tell our unique story. Approximately 350 citizens, including area schools and students, helped research, write, record, make music for, edit, package, create together what is now more than 120 stories that you can listen to as you explore our historic downtown, as you enjoy our river, as you bike over the Twin Bridges and climb our beloved Mount Wantosticate. We began with the native peoples whose presence underlies everything to this day. We looked to the land and the waters, the Grand West River and the tricky little Whetstone Brook flowing into the Connecticut, the Ashuelot on the other side, sustaining, inspiring, feeding us the way so many people have nourished the realization of this exhibit today, starting with the original partners in the Brattleboro Words Project. Professor William Edelglass, formerly of Marlborough College, whose deep grasp of the philosophy of place provided the foundation for all of our work. Starla Tronica for her courage and her understanding, her appreciation of the deep value of this work to its new forever home at Brooks Memorial Library, which is the beating heart of our town. Joe Rivers and Reg Martell, may he rest in peace, at the Brattleboro Historical Society for sharing how to inspire students with audio storytelling. Sandy Rouse of the Brattleboro Literary Festival, this year celebrating its 25th year here in our great town. Writers from Right Action. After Marlborough College closed in the middle of our project, Andy Kolovos at Vermont Folklife Center stepped up to provide us with a fiscal sponsor for our project. And I'm going to run through a few names very quickly. Mara Williams, Dave Snyder, who mastered almost every audio story at Guilford Sound, our wonderful studio in our area, and Sarah Coffey for keeping the work alive. Claude Blaget and Tom Badette for building the frame, and the whole design and construction team who worked with us for 4 years through many delays on this project. The Friends of Brooks Memorial Library and the Sunrise Rotary Club, because they're the ones who are going to maintain this exhibit over time with an account that we provided at Friends of Brooks Memorial Library. Brattleboro Savings and Loan for financing the production of 5,000 initial maps to share for free with everybody who wants to walk around and learn. Town Manager John Potter for entering into this complicated agreement with Amtrak. The Vermont Arts Council for its animating infrastructure grant. Ellen Pinnell and the whole Amtrak personnel team, they were amazing, and we are so appreciative of Amtrak. Rich Halshoe, the John Hooper and the Hooper family from the Reformer. My high school buddy Carol Aldrich for getting the app that makes the stories come alive through GPS triggering work. And my partner and husband, John Loja, who warmly welcomes all into our gallery in downtown business 118 Elliott, and which donated space for this project for almost 10 years that we've been engaged in this work. Thank you to everyone. And I want to finish with this thought. Quantum theory tells us that time is an illusion, and that the past, present, and future are all happening at the same time. The only real constant is place. Place is where things happen. Brattleboro's book press, once one of the largest in the nation, is churning out millions of books, but new kinds of industry now are being offered in our region. The creative economy, biking, rail to trails that will bring tourism and allow us to use our twin bridges to cross over into our neighbors in Hinsdale and be able to enjoy their many miles of trails as well. We're going to open those bridges and we're going to enjoy them for many years to come. Before I end, I ask you to close your eyes for a moment and feel this place. Imagine the many thousands of Vermont soldiers who left from this very station to go to fight the Civil War. Imagine Governor Frederick Holbrook leading the state, not from Montpelier in those first 2 years of the Civil War, but from the American building right there, used to be called the American House. He watched the soldiers marching toward perhaps their very deaths. At this 250th anniversary of our country, we live in a similarly divided nation. The rule of law, our very foundations, are being challenged. This first level boarding platform in the state of Vermont says every human deserves equal rights. The Brattleboro Words Trail says every story matters. All these hundreds of voices of our citizens, they matter. The land and water sustain us and deserve our constant protection and care. We here in Brattleboro, we hold these truths to be self-evident. And the Brattleboro Words Trail exhibit will remind us of that every day as it keeps growing, as it keeps adding stories, your stories, to this most storied small town. Thank you so much.
Listen, thank you so much. They're very moving, very moving. Thank you. Are we going to unveil? We're all sitting standing on eggshells here.
Sorry, I forgot that part. And now we're going to unveil it.
I would urge everyone, when you get a chance, after we're done up here, if you do come up on the platform to take a look at this, just please be mindful of train travel. Trains come through, stay behind the yellow line. Especially if you hear a train coming through, please step further back behind the drainage that we have in here off the platform. Again, I just want to be mindful, safety first in everything. There's a lot to see here. Please take the time to come up, see the enormous improvements, and definitely the artwork. Well, we're not done yet. We would like to cut a ribbon. So we're going to get set up to cut a ribbon. After we're done, I'm going to have Oscar Heller come up, our chair of the select board, to come up and talk a little bit about what's happening later today. So if you could give us a little bit of pause to set up for cutting a ribbon, is that right? Okay.
minutes.
Oh, do I need to barter with you now?
So if I could have everybody's attention for a minute. So I'd like Oscar to come up, but before Oscar comes up, I do want to say, I want to give a shout out and a huge thank you. We have an individual who's worked tirelessly on Amtrak's side to make this happen, and it's like herding cats. Some of us are going in multiple directions, but Margaret Clark, our Senior Manager of Government Affairs, keeps us on our toes. And we're all here because of Margaret. So, Margaret, thank you for all you do. And Oscar.
Hang on. There's a lot of scissors up here. I'll give you the giant ones. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming. I'm so proud of how our town has showed up for this event. This is amazing. Thank you. My name's Oscar Heller. I'm chair of the Brattleboro Select Board. I'm really thrilled. I'm thrilled to be here with you on this historic day. I want to invite all of our visitors officially to Brattleboro on behalf of the Select Board and the town. Welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay. I do want to say that in many ways, I'm very lucky to be the person up here right now. This has been a 9-10-year project, and over the course of that time, many select board members past have worked on this, many members of town staff. There really isn't time to name every name of every person who has worked on this from the town side, but please join me in a warm round of applause for appreciation for our staff and select board who has done so much work to make this happen. Trains are a force for good in our community for all the reasons that everyone here today has named. And what's most important to me is that they're good for everyday, regular people. They're a way to commute to work or take a weekend off or visit your family in an environmental, affordable way. So I truly believe that this is going to be a major quality of life improvement for everyone who lives in Brattleboro. I'm incredibly excited for this moment. So thank you again to everyone for coming and for your great work in making this happen. Now, we're coming to the end of our program, which will end officially with a train coming down these tracks. But there's much more to do for the remainder of our All Aboard Brattleboro celebration in town. Right after the train departs, we hope you'll stick around and grab some food and socialize, or head just up the block to downtown and have lunch at one of our many fine establishments. We'll shortly be unveiling the town's sister community signboard that will welcome people to the train station and the town. This is the culmination of work by Compassionate Brattleboro to develop sister town relationships with 7 communities in Haiti, El Salvador, Kenya, India, and 2 Native American towns in North America. Yeah. At 2 p.m., you can visit the Museum of Things Tiny and Found at 139 Main Street for a model train display and apparently a teeny tiny ribbon cutting that is sure to rival this one. At 2:30, the Latches Theater just across the street will be showing the movie Hugo. It's the story of a young orphan who works in a 1930s Paris train station and the mysteries he finds along the way. It won 5 Academy Awards and was directed by Martin Scorsese, so I hope you will all check that out. At 3:30, as Senator Harrison said, she will be hosting a train advocacy gathering. Everyone is welcome to join at 28 Vernon Street on the 1st floor in the former Marlboro Graduate Building, right over there. And at 6 p.m., actors led by the Tiny Theater will perform From Revolution to Reflection, live on the Brattleboro Words Trail. an America 250 inspired outdoor performance right here on our new lawn behind the train station. What a great way to signal a new chapter for Brattleboro. Thank you all for being here and celebrating this auspicious moment for our town and for Vermont. Thank you. And now let me return the mic to Dave for a few brief closing remarks, and then we'll all wait to see the train.
Well, on behalf of Amtrak, our executive leadership team, our board of directors, I can't thank everyone enough for all of the support that we've received at the federal, state, and local level. Seeing the finished product is truly amazing. As I said earlier, it's the central point for Brattleboro. Train stations are the hub of a city, and this is the hub. No more boarding off of an asphalt platform, standing out in the open weather, whether it's raining, snowing, hot, cold. They have a safe, fully accessible station and platform. And Governor, I can't thank you enough for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come out here and celebrate this. All of our invited guests and dignitaries, thank you again. And most importantly, the residents, thank you for coming out and making this celebration the best celebration I've ever been at in my 10 years with Amtrak. So, thank you. And be safe.
How are you? Have fun this afternoon.
Yes, we are already. We're so excited about this.
Hi there. Oh yeah. Oh, well, it's great to come to Brattleboro and celebrate this amazing event. I couldn't believe the amount of people here to see this new train station open up with all the amenities, the ADA compliance, and so many other attributes. So beautiful day, but really great to see the community come together for this amazing event.
Thank you so
All right.
much.
Okay, go for it. So Allie Richards, I'm a candidate for governor of the state of Vermont.
I'm Betty Fry from Guilford. Thanks, Marie, for... Just about. Okay, so, what did you think about what we just experienced here in Brattleboro at new Amtrak station?
Oh, Betty, it's a triumph of the human spirit. It's the sign of community. The whole town came out for this amazing event, and we waved, and I think we surprised the people on the train. We were so happy. We overwhelmed them with our love and warmth, and everybody was just, this was a real triumph for Brattleboro.
Yeah, and tell us, this is our future, right? Transportation-wise?
This is the future.
When you're governor, how can you see it? How do you visualize?
Well, connecting communities through every way, including infrastructure. You know, train's a great way for us to connect communities, to be, you know, doing clean travel, to have people have access to transportation. This is the future, an accessible platform. It's a beautiful thing. We can do this everywhere.
Yeah. I was so taken by talking to all the Amtrak gentlemen afterwards of how they loved our spirit here in Brattleboro. Would you say we're kind of special, or am I setting you up?
Oh, it's so special. Oh, you can't come to something like this today with a packed platform. People of all ages, people who know each other so well, the interconnectivity of this community, folk, and from the surrounding area, like you. I mean, the planning that went into this, the thoughtfulness, the arts, the economic development, the transportation, your local reps, your local government. This is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, yeah, and we're at the gateway of Vermont in Southern, and that's our goal, to be connected more and more with all the rest of the communities, you know, and when they were talking about more trains coming through, woo! Yes, sir, that's what we could use.
Oh, I can't think of a better way to welcome people to the state of Vermont than what you're looking at right here.
Yeah, and we're so happy that you came down all the way for us, Allie. That means a lot to us down here.
I wouldn't miss it, Betty.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Baby, tell us your name and really say your name, who you are.
Okay.
Did you say baby from Guilford?
Yes.
Betty Fry I live in Guilford, but I love Brattleboro.
Thank you so much.
How your campaign is going?
It's going really well. I'm talking to people all across Vermont, hearing what they care about, hearing their hopes and dreams, and we've got what it takes in Vermont to do what we need to do here. I mean, you're looking at it today in Brattleboro. We know we have the resiliency, we have the leadership in communities. I think you just need a governor that's working as hard as Vermonters are fighting for Vermont themselves.
The environment. Very important.
Really important. Oh yeah. A lot of things. Housing, healthcare,
economic
economic development.
Because if we don't have healthy population, what's going to happen?
Exactly.
So tell me again your full name.
Allie Richards. Thank you.
All right,
Betty.
all right, you leaving now, right?
I gotta go, yeah, the fundraiser.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
never
Good to see you
stops.
came down.
And I'll be here in front of you.
And we'll see you on
Yes, a
Friday.
lot of people.
Where are you going?
I'm going to New York City.
Oh, wonderful. Safely. How do you like this?
It's nice. I'm looking forward to not having to pull the luggage up. So,
Great.
yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, how's it going? I am going to Greenfield, Massachusetts on the train that's about to pull up to the beautiful new station here in Brattleboro, Vermont. Thank you. It's beautiful. It is so beautiful, clean, and easy to access for everyone. Thank you. Thank you very much.
They are saying, where are you going?
Where am I going? I'm going to Philadelphia.
How do you like this station?
It's beautiful. I'm glad I could be part of it. I'm the designer.
Well, you are.
Design project manager.
Oh, how nice.
I appreciate the opportunity.
Wow. Tell me more about your ideas.
Well, the idea is to accommodate people with disabilities. So it's an ADA project. And but the station serves to accommodate people of all kinds, whether they have disabilities or not. So level boarding is the most important thing. First one in Vermont's state.
Tell me your name.
Jim Thompson.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
What's that? All aboard, 55, southbound Vermonter. mind just saying it one more time? Sorry. 55 southbound, all aboard. How long is it coming in? Round of applause for the engineer. This guy. How goes it? Hey, what's up? How you doing? Living the dream. I hear you. You was running this train? Yeah. Do we have everybody? I believe so. You going with us too or no? No. There's a couple of them. I got to go to Pittsfield and Saybrook. All right. Beautiful. I like it. It's nice being able to just step out off the train. No more stairs. Yeah. That's a good thing there. Yeah. Let's sneak right by. All right. You got it. Ellie, we all set? All right, sweet. Let's get out of here on signal indication. Woo!
What's your name? What's your name?
Clark. You want to talk to him too? He's the engineer. Hey, you want to get a picture of him? Yes, you can do it in there. Here, get both of them. Brought us in. Here, Clark. See ya. Tomorrow, actually tonight. See you tonight.
Colors are like, you know, beautiful.
I got nothing to say. What do you, I didn't, what am I doing?
Talk about O.
Huh?
You know, talk about the frame. Talk about O. Tell them what flecking is. You know?
I'm totally unprepared. I had very...
You can say your name. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
And what is your mean?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to be obstinate. I just had no idea what this was or what we're doing.
Okay.
All right, I can wing it. All right. I'm Tom Bodette. I've been involved with the Words Trail for some time at different capacities. I helped with the Printtown USA book. I did a little bit of the recording on the stories. And then when this project came up to do a display at the new train station, I was invited to work on that in my capacity as a woodworker. And me and my friend Claude Blase took that on. So it's the least of it in terms of the presentation here. But we're very proud of the frame. Local white oak, lots of it. It's a beautiful thing, and it frames a really wonderful project.
Thank you. You win a job. Hi, I'm Cynthia Houghton. I'm the muralist for the Words Trail project and also the exhibition maker. I carved the elements in ceramic. I work at Natalie Blake Studios, and Natalie's actually here as well. Do you want to know? Yeah. Okay. Hi. So I learned this technique at Natalie Blake Studios, and I'm really excited to have an opportunity to have this here in town and to be representing this amazing project with so many stories.
And I'll just add a little bit. I'm Natalie. That Cynthia and I have been working together for 20 some odd years or longer on various projects, and these tiles, the sort of undulating tiles, was a thing that we designed together and came up with together, and we've worked on numerous public art projects together, and I just want to say how proud I am of you, Cynthia, for just the incredible, it's like the merging of your love of community and history and your incredible skill with the portraits in particular are just so stunning, and this map is outrageous, and in all the dedication that you've taken to just do all the various parts of this, so it's beautiful, and yeah, can't wait for you to do more for other towns.
So the woodwork was done by Tom Bodette.
Yeah.
Will you tell me about what your idea came of presenting this mural this way?
Well, the mural actually started as a graphic design project, and they just wanted some imagery to create a flat map. And so this is what I knew how to do. I knew that if I did it this way, it would look cool, and it also had sort of that antique feeling to it that seemed coherent with the history theme. So I made all the elements, and then somebody was like, well, I mean, these are so cool, why don't we have a permanent exhibit? And so it was Lisa Weinman's idea to do it here at the Amtrak station. And so she pushed and she held that idea, and she made the phone calls, and she talked to Amtrak, and she made it happen. And so it turned from a fairly small, simple project that I thought was going to take a couple months to a 6 years long project. And so then we needed to box it in because we live in Vermont, and these tiles would not necessarily make it through the winter, and so that's why we needed to protect it, also to protect it from vandalism. And so then we needed a box big enough for this mural, and then for symmetry we made another one, but then we just had this small element, and so we're like, well, what else are we going to put in the rest of that space? So I made more portraits, which was controversial, like who gets to be up there, in our ancestry zone. And but I didn't have to make that decision. I just said, okay, you just choose and I'll make the portrait. So I made 4 more portraits. We got this made at the Hatch Space. We printed these out locally, and there was incredible number of details and decisions, unbelievable. I mean, maybe you'd believe it, but it was a lot of little decisions that went into making it, because it really mattered. It's about us, it's about people here, and there's so many people who care about it, and we wanted to do it right.